Hey, tonight we are going to be talking about OCD. And yes, it's going to get real. It's going to get very raw, like good sex. But also OCD does not feel like good sex, unfortunately. So I'm going to be explaining this in my perspective the best way I possibly can through what I experience. I might not say everything professionally right. I might not be perfect with what I say, so heads up. Okay, so first of all, the normal human gets intrusive thoughts, right? It's psychologically to protect us in human nature, and it's completely normal. But you might get a crazy thought like, oh my God, what if I run off the highway and I smash into all these people, okay? Or I crash my car. But the normal person can just kind of be like, oh, that's weird. Like, ha ha ha, that's funny that my brain is thinking that, and they just move on and they don't think anything about it. So someone with OCD thinks that that thought must mean something. And people with OCD get lots of thoughts that are intrusive and unwanted. And these thoughts can range from things that are really terrifying, really intense, and you cannot control it. It is your brain just feeding you these things. It's almost your brain malfunctioning and all the things that you're really morally scared of. It brings it up to the surface and tells you that you're that. And obviously there's different types of OCD, okay? But this is what I deal with my pure O. But yes, it's exhausting because people can have all kinds of themes. There can be murder, pedophilia, just really dark things that you do not want to think of. And the reason I'm talking about this video is because it needs to be talked about and there needs to be awareness to it. And people need to understand that they're not alone. And many people have OCD. So for example, here's the difference. So somebody like Jeffrey Dahmer, right? He got impulsive thoughts. So he got thoughts that were really evil and he liked them and indulged in them and wanted to act on them. OCD is intrusive. So intrusive is that you get these thoughts, but you don't like them. You don't agree with them. You hate them. And the more you push it away, the more your brain starts flooding it in more and more. And it's actually quite opposite to being a bad person. It's that usually with people with OCD, they have such a high moral ground and it's such a high anxious paranoia type of condition that it makes you think you're this horrible person because your brain is basically graping you over and over and forcing you to think these things that do not correlate with your morals in any sense or who you are. It has nothing to do with that. So for example, there could be somebody with OCD that has a fear of murder, right? Or they have a fear of hurting themselves.